One tank right
NFTG
now.
on the top.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. As I said, you do have always have the option of mass selecting if you guys wish to. That's same for you, TLP. Just no deselects.
Yep.
And whichever side you see me flip to is who's picking their tank. I guess it's worthwhile to flip over to party chat, right?
Yep. I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so we got TLP's pick, and this is the first match for TLP versus NFTG. This is the last series for Group A for the round robin. And then next weekend we will be going right into bracket, single win bracket. I don't believe we're doing any matches tomorrow.
Nope, no matches tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
I think we lost one NFTG guy lagged out. I don't believe I kicked him.
Oh, no, he must have lagged out. It was not one of their tank selected guys, so.
Nope.
I wonder maybe he might have been booted too.
I don't think he did. He might have to check in Discord and make sure he's coming back.
You still have a chance to pause off.
Wagon's coming back.
All
Okay.
right.
He can be your last pick then. Wouldn't be a weekend of World of Tanks without connection issues.
Yeah, right.
Seriously. The NFTG guys got the disconnection. I had that earlier today.
I guess I've been really
My
lucky.
waffle
I
around
never
trying to get
really
that
run
mark.
into connection issues too often. Don't get DC'd, so I don't know, hopefully gets his bum back in here in timely fashion.
Need one more from NFTG. There we go.
Ghost is
bringing
still
out
with that
that
J Panther again.
Wicked J Panther. Yeah, that thing's been wicked.
Yeah, he's really done surprising things with that tank. It always shocks me how how well they utilize the TD. There's Sniff, he's back.
That is one of the things that's real interesting about this is it's being a Tier 8 tournament. Being a Tier 8 tournament, man, the amount of different tanks that we've seen has been pretty staggering. You know, whereas normally if you see a Tier 10 tournament, it's E5 here, it's Batchat, it's 140s, it's...
Is it back to...
You might see a random 62A.
It's back to
Yeah, it's
NFTG.
back to NFTG
Okay.
for the last two.
Alright. Just making sure.
You
But yeah, you're
only have
right.
to move.
Especially since there's so many, most Prem tanks are, 7s and 8s, right? So you see a lot of them.
Yeah. Or you got 6s because you got the MX Chaffee.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, it's just, look at the variety and diversity of tanks we've seen. We've seen the
64 is
ones
a
you
weird
expect,
pick.
the 54 lightweight. No one playing something that's not a... It's not a Chaffee, but it's still got great camo.
Yeah, it's just really fast. Good camo. I think I could see it being used for something like Proc or something like that, or maybe even Steps, but not really for Mines. I don't really think that it would be a good map for it on Mines, except for maybe getting up on that hill real fast, but at that point you need backup in the first place, right? And you're trying to get up there and beating an RU up there, 2 RUs up there. So, if that's what they're
so that's 2
plan is.
RUs.
Tier 6 is their last pick.
So they need to have a 6. I'm gonna probably go with a bit an AMX Chaffee. I think that's what we saw Peanut run last time. NFTG needs their next pick.
There we go.
It is the MX Chaffee.
Yep. Seen a lot of that been used.
Okay, and then we need one more tier 8 from TLP. It's 54 lightweight.
54 lightweight.
Surprising loadout here. So we got no autoloader issues. We have 1/6 on each team.
And we are good to go.
We are ready to go.
All right, guys. The selected. Oh, I have to put myself as spectator mode. Whoops. There we go. Hold on a second.
You got to be on the right. There you go.
Now we're ready to go. After we boot military boss. Now we're good. Little issue on my part, but we are good to go. First round for NFTG versus TLP. Mines is our first match, like has been with the other series so far today. Let me turn off my tunes.
Interesting loadouts. Most of the teams have been going with a lot of light tanks so they can rush the hill. Here we got a lot of heavy tanks.
Yeah. I see. I think like a lot of the more experienced competitive teams pick light tanks more. We've seen a lot more heavy tanks with kind of the newer teams, I would think.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're kind of even, I guess, like half heavy, half light tanks. I'm not sure if PG
That's kind of
is
interesting.
just
I
like
didn't even notice that Digital Fire has 2 marks of excellence on his 5100.
Oh, does he? At least we know he knows how to use it properly. I didn't really look too much at marks to kind of judge comparisons and stuff like that. None of TLP's guys look like they have marks on any of their tanks yet. But let's see how they do here. NFTGs looks like they're just going right for a hill. They're doing the standard thing. They're setting Ghost up back in the sniping position. I'm not sure if he's really going to have shots from the place he's currently at. I think he's just set up there to try getting shots at any light tanks that try beating them to the hill, and then he's going to reposition. Yep, that's what he's doing. Now he's going back up the hill.
And NFTG makes it up the hill clean without any issues.
Light tanks on TLP's
those 3 light tanks coming around the backside.
Yeah, they said they want to go that way. They're setting a Tiger over there as well. Or is that a VK?
That's going to be interesting if he... this will be
VK?
kind of a reverse of what TL or PG did.
T-32 East 2
not
rounds
careful.
right off the bat. Over on Tater, I believe is his name. He's getting
Meets another one.
2 shells. He's about to eat a lot of rounds. Overextending. There's 5100. He gets tracked.
Oh. There's a
Puts
big
another
shot,
round.
600 shot from... Here comes those lights coming around the backside.
Yeah, they're pushing in real hardcore. Ooh,
Yeah,
finish
ouch,
right
that-
off. Iron Sight goes down. First death of the series. Actually, second death it might be.
Yeah,
64
second
is
death.
trying to get that that reload speed. Bouncing off the 5100 though. He goes down. So that flank didn't necessarily work out. They still have that Tiger though. Tiger's here. He's putting
think it
rounds.
was-
He just gets spotted. They realize that he's here, so they're gonna go and focus him. Ghost is probably gonna also focus him, I would think.
Yeah, Ghost had the big shot on
Oh, he had that
the
600.
32s at the beginning. Yeah, he had that 600 on... it was a Juggernaut, I think it was.
That's what
Now they're going for the overmatch on these 2 heavies
513,
here.
Yeah, there we go. He's definitely done some pretty good. They just take out the 2 heavies that are remaining over there, and now the only person left is Dirty, who's about to go down
Dirty
momentarily, probably to this next shot. He doesn't. He bounces. The shot goes a little low.
Oh.
Actually, no. Something else must have went a little low because that shot
I
did.
think it was a low roll.
Maybe. I don't know. Either way, first game goes to NFTG. Good game to them. Good match. Like I said, they are very surprising. Probably the only team I've seen so far that's really been able to utilize a ATD in any way at all. Like anyone else seems to kind of like I don't know, hasn't really worked out for them, but they've done pretty well. Looks like they're just gonna go all select.
Yeah, I think they are planning on for the all select here.
Oops.
If they like their loadout from the last time. Look at all the people, other randoms. God, get
yeah,
out.
They just started filing in here like crazy. I need to switch you back over. So it looks like NFTG is going with the all select, which is completely legal. They're allowed to do that if they so choose, as long as they don't deselect. Sniff my wagon, the only person that hasn't selected yet so far.
Randomly joins and flips the whole damn scene there.
Looks like Sniff's just holding on to his last pick. Oh, there we go. He's done. And now TLP has a chance to see how they're going to counterplay this. Their flank was a good idea, but it didn't really work out. I think Ghost definitely was able to help out end that flank. And flanking with, you know, a 64 is just, like I said, I don't think it's really a good choice. It's a scout tank. It's not good in a competitive scene, I wouldn't think. So he's got a nice reload and stuff, but just can't really do it. There's much better choices for tier 6.
Be good if they could put it into a position where it could have spent time sniping there. Would have been all right, but yeah, I think you got that one on the head there. It's not really the best choice for type of competitive play.
Another thing I think they could have done to kind of, instead of pushing all the way around, try flanking people that were on the hill, is to try getting rid of Ghost and focus him down first.
Alright, so I'm seeing one auto loader and 1.6 on TLP side, and I'm seeing 3 auto loaders on NFTG side, so that is all good to go. 1.6. 6 on each team, rest 8s. So we are ready to launch for game 2.
Ready to launch. Game 2, TLP versus NFTG. NFTG leading 1-0 currently. And we will see how this next match plays out, if it's a similar style thing. As if you guys are just joining us and wondering how the competitive senior works here, we just flip spawns basically. Each map gets played twice. Each team gets each spawn once. TLP got the south spawn last time. They get the north spawn this time. See kind of how they play it. I'm going to guess NFTG is probably going to go to a similar style of sniping back there. Of the lights rushing. Ghost is probably going to set up at K5 or K6, something like that, while they have shots. Not as good of sniping spot as the north spawn, but still he'll be way back there, so he'll be pretty well protected for the most part, unless TLP manages to somehow get up on the hill, which it looks like that's what they're going to do, is try rushing that hill this time, which they should be able to get up there first.
Yeah, they're going full push on it.
They just have to make sure they don't
Question
actually run into each other. Brazil's
a little bit of bump there.
Here we go, first light tank war. Tracked. Brazil's tracked.
Alright, it's all about the focus fire now.
5100 get up there too. He's gonna kill that Brazil. Never mind. Ooh,
big
Ghost
ammo
with
rack.
the ammo rack. Oh my goodness,
man,
this is
that's
not just going for TLP so far. That lightweight should go down pretty soon to the 5100. Never mind, the RU takes it. One RU down though. The Brazil takes him out. 5100 takes him out. So overall, NFTG
they're gonna put that 5100 on a reload.
One tank.
And they wiped out all of TLP's lights, so it's
just a bunch of heavies right now.
Crazy overmatch.
And now these 5100, the auto loaders are going to try sniping. I believe the Chaffee got tracked. Either that or he's just going to understand. He waited. He knew he had some time to finish his clip before the Tiger hits him. Already took out, what, 2 more tanks already?
Yeah, Tiger and the other 5100's down.
NFTG.
Ghost is in there raining in those 500 round shells.
Already down to the last player, which once again is dirty.
That's just one of those, that 5100 making it up there was a real game breaker.
Oh yeah, definitely had that clip. Everyone else was still reading. The Chaffee was still reloading. Chaffee's going to be able to just run rounds. 32 is going to finish him off. NFTG with the second game showing us that they are here to party. They are here to make a statement, and still, even though they lost their match last weekend, they're still here to compete, take victories, and good game to them. We are on to Steppers for our next match. Now, you said NFTG, when we were talking about them the first week, you said they were kind of like the Rookie of the Year for tournaments before this one, right?
Yeah, they had the gosh, PNG Invitational Tournament, and they went in there and really surprised a lot of people, and really came out and proved themselves to be very competitive and just very good on top of everything, being very professional. So yeah,
they seem to be
did really good.
they definitely seem to be keeping that trend going thus far.
And a lot of people, if your spectators don't, or if your viewers don't know, a lot of this stuff gets, a lot of things that goes on the clan recruitment forums, the World of Tanks site, and NFTG and Ready 5, EG and all those guys. They're constantly scheduling scrims with each other. I mean, gosh, last week or the week before, the first week of the tournament, it was right after the first week, happened to be flipping through and saw where PG had like 8 scrims set up during the week, just playing people constantly. So
yeah,
it's
definitely
crazy the amount of these guys play.
Yeah, if you guys are interested in the competitive scene, definitely check out the forums. Tank went out of order.
Right, it looks like NFTG is. Yeah, it looks like NFTGs might be going for S pick. You know, we might want to try making it where they have to tell us when they're going to do that, so we don't get messed up with out of orders.
What do you mean? Oh, like when we know they're gonna mass pick or not? Like, kind of let us know. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah. Yeah.
They should only pick one at this point if they want to, unless, like we said before, mass picking is allowed. It's just at that point you're handicapping yourself because you give your team the option to counter pick you, and they know your setup. It's like Tater's going to be going with a Ferdinand. Try countering the J Panther.
This is the one map where I figure that would be a poor choice due to its speed.
Unless they try doing like a turtling type thing.
Okay, back to NFTG. See, like, with what just happened with NFTG, I'm not quite sure how to handle that, because they did select out of order, and they are kind of following that. But they didn't deselect the tank, so kind of the spirit of the law is to make this faster and stop counterpicking.
I think at that point, if you select out of order, it's just kind of frowned upon, but it's not against the rules because, you know, it's just kind of like partly mass selecting.
Yeah.
Just causes confusion, so it's just looked down upon kind of like thing, so.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm gonna interpret that.
As long as they just don't deselect.
That's
as
long as they don't deselect and they don't take a million and a half years to take their tanks.
You know, all of the even though most of the other 2 matches we had today were pretty much all mass selects, everyone seemed to be kind of getting the hang of this. We haven't really had any issues this weekend. Even last weekend we only had 1 issue with people with tank select, and that was a Discord thing. We get 2. That was awfully fast. I think
they got 2.
Okay, so we switch over, and this should be last pick for NFTG, and then 2 picks for TLP.
Yeah.
Actually, wait. TLP should be even.
Yeah,
right
wait a
now.
second.
Are they even? They are even. Okay, never mind.
They are even, yeah.
Yeah, so there we go. There's a little bit of I think there's a little bit of confusion, but we're good.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It just gets a little bit confusing when you got someone picks out of order like that. Might bring that up and see if there's a better way to do that. Alright, so we got 1-7.
I believe that Brazil
7,
was
the rest
last
8.
pick.
Brazil was. You got 2 bulldogs, so no autoloader issues, no problems with tiers, so I believe we're good to go.
Okay.
Forget to move me and make yourself spectator.
Yep. We're good to go for round number 3 at TLP versus NFTG. Once again, round 3. And this is on Steppers. I saw a lot of lights play here, and I think both teams kind of stuck with the similar setups as what they did on Mines. I didn't really pay that much attention to tanks. I was trying to follow tank selection to begin with.
Yeah, it's kind of it's similar, except for NFTG went with more lights. They brought out 2 Bulldogs instead of the 2 RUs, and they also have 2 54 lightweights, which I don't believe they had one of those last time.
I don't think they had either of those last time.
I think they might have been trying out the 54 or the
they're trying
51s, the RU, to see if it was good for mines because of its gun depression.
They got rid of all of their French tanks. They're rolling, I believe all those players were rolling French tanks of some kind last time. They had at least one 5100. They had that Chaffee. I think did someone have a 1390? I could be wrong.
No one had a 1390.
Either way, let's see how teams play this. It looks like teams are going similar to kind of like the meta, where they go over to the top right side of the map, kind of go fight there, except somebody on NFTG's team is going around for a scouting run. The other way, he's just crossing the field. He doesn't really seem to care if he gets spotted. He just wants to know if there's anyone over here.
Yeah, if he gets spotted, that's kind of the same as being,
letting his team know where
they
they are
are. Shots fired, yeah.
First round goes for
spotted,
NFTG.
You know where someone's going to see you.
So far, I believe it's 2 hits for NFTG to 0 HP taken. Big hit by Ghost in that back and that heavy tank. And first round landed by TLP.
That J Panther 2, that is really a interesting selection. That's worked out really well for him.
Yeah, they have definitely utilized that TD very well. She does have 3 marks on that tank, so.
Yeah. Now they're just realizing there's a Bulldog behind them. One of the Tiger 2s turned around to look over there.
See how the HP pools go. I really wish they had it so that way everyone's names and tanks and stuff were always popping up and you have to look at them, so I don't have to like try focusing on somebody to find out how much HP they have and who they are.
I only see two tanks that have taken a good hit on
I don't think they know that
NFTG.
Bulldog's there. They know that Bulldog's there now. Ooh, he takes out, sneaks around behind and takes out the Tiger with the flank shot.
Oh, wow.
I wonder if they communicated.
Yeah, he got up on top of that hill.
The light tanks are turning around. They realize he's there. They're breaking off from the pack real fast. Actually, never mind. The 2 more light tanks, the lightweight and another Bulldog, move in from NTFG's side to kind of poke into this bull, take out one of TLP's Bulldogs. We're focusing on
another big shot by Ghost there.
That's
puts
the
that
Brazil,
Bulldog
actually,
in.
I'm sorry. He has the autoloader.
Seeing autoloaders on the Bulldogs.
Now here comes all the other light tanks. Brazil's going to be the first one to go down. They're probably going to focus the heavy tank next. That's what it looks like.
Looks like they're going for each other. Looks like some of them are going for the light tank.
2 lightweights track each other. Ram kill for the final by the Bulldog. Never mind, that wasn't the autoloader snuck that one in. But last game, just craziness. Lots of light tank scrims just moving in, weaving between each other. It just makes it so hard to follow and call out who's doing what. But GG's to NFTG for that 3rd game. Leading 3-0 now. Let me switch sides and I'll update our scoreboard.
It looks like NFTG is going for mass picks again.
Yep. That is what it appears to be.
That J Panther 2, he had some huge hits in that last game.
Oh yeah, he was definitely doing it very well. Definitely doing very well. Definitely mass selections for them. That is what it appears to be going on. Let me update my scoreboard real fast. 3-0 NFTG.
Autoloader issues.
Looking for the sweep. Be our 2nd sweep of today. We've had a lot of sweeps in our series, and I think it's going to give a lot of teams wake-up calls in the final rounds when a lot of the other groups have been having, like, you know, tiebreakers and such and things like that.
Yeah, that was something 47 Ronin said with their tiebreaker. I talked to them afterwards, and they said, you know, they were really sounding surprised. All right, so we got no autoloader issues on TLP. They got 1/6, the rest 8s. We have 2 autoloaders on NFTG, so
We are ready to go.
2 tier 7s. We are ready to go.
Okay, possibly game match for NFTG, leading 3-0 right now. And yeah, it's just gonna be. I think this is gonna be a real wake up call because a lot of them have just been kind of like slaughtering each other with these possible or pretty much sweeps for the most part, more or less. And a lot of other teams have had a lot more games of practice with tiebreakers and a lot more rounds in their series.
Yeah, and the tiebreaker map, which I don't remember if it changes or not, but that was something when I talked to 47 Ronin after a tiebreaker. You were like, man, we had not even prepared for that at all. We had not even considered that a possibility.
You could definitely tell that CDR definitely prepared for that. They had that game plan down. They went exactly where they wanted to go and sat there for that Sand River match. But anyway, let's see what the teams decide to go for. It seems like NFTG's doing the exact same play they did last time. Everyone's splitting off to the top right while they send one scout out to go see what's going on. Except this time, this scout's going to see everybody. He's going to see everyone from TLP's team.
A few someone's.
Pretty much mirroring each other's plays here, except opposite sides, of course, with TLP sending one light tank right into NFTG's side. They do spot each other. Lightweight to Bulldog over there. Is that Peanut? It is Peanut Power.
T-37 just discovered the T-54s.
Kind of stops him there.
Looking it away. Yeah.
He hasn't spotted the heavies yet. They don't know the heavies are there. They probably know the 2 lights are there, though. You should know that both those lights are there.
It looks like that Peanut in the lightweight or in the Bulldog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gone ahead and fallen back, and
let's see how it's going back here. It seems like one of the heavies on TLP's side decided to turn around, but he's about to get jumped on by this Bulldog over here. Is that a Bulldog? It is. It's iron.
Yeah, it is. Ooh, and caught a big hit from somebody else.
Yeah, that was the lightweight way in the back of a digital gunfire. Eats another shell. APCR is not taking it.
Yeah. Long-range loss of penetration from APCR kind of hurts.
Ghost doesn't really have much to do right now. He doesn't. He won't have any shots at the moment. He needs to get himself in a good position. I think they're still trying to figure out where the remaining 2 heavies are. They know where that IS-3 is. They now see the other tank next to that.
Oh, that 54 lightweight's getting rocked there. The TLP iron sight got caught out in the open.
Oh yeah, you're right. He did. They're focusing on the other one now, though. I believe that is another 54 lightweight, or is that a Bulldog? God damn, I really wish you could.
Bulldog GoPro.
I think that's a Brazil, actually. It is. Is it? Yeah, it is. Now they've kind of switched spawns for the most part. NFTG is a little bit spread out like a giant blanket across the top right side of the map. Meanwhile, TLP is split off in 2 groups, upper and lower. Both sitting about half the team.
NFTG decides to call this here.
For
got a lot of free damage on TLP there for a while.
It seems like NFTG decided they wanted to take out the north side of TLP's team. They realize they're split up, so they're going to move in and see if they can take out at least one half of the team here. Can group up if they play this right without losing too much HP. Trying to get some light tanks behind them. That's a 54 lightweight and a Bulldog trying to flank them. Or ignoring them. They're chasing down the other lights. Iron Sight's one shot. Looks like they have their sights on Iron Sight. Tracks one Bulldog. He eats one round. This should be the autoloader. It is. Changes fire.
There it goes. Alright, so that's one. Yeah, it changes over to the Brazil. Puts it on the Brazil, and that's autoloader power.
And now it's going to be on top of these TLP heavy tanks. IS-3's full health. T-32's half health. Kind of an awkward stairs waiting for Ghost to come up in here. Ghost is rocks a shell. Really big low roll for Ghost. 450 damage. We've been seeing him hit rocks 600s and stuff earlier, but now he's getting circled. He's going to be eating. They're going to focus Ghost. T32 goes down.
Unfortunately,
ISC
the
still has
Focus
some
Ghost, they're going to have to...
There's the 500 we
510.
were expecting. Can they take Ghost down? They don't. Ammo
And
rack
an
for
ammo
32
rack.
HP. Digital Gunfire goes down to the T37, which is another surprising choice I wasn't expecting to be seen here.
Oh, that's kind of a... That's a normal lightweight or light tank you might see in the PC side of things. Over the 64.
Yeah, he's going to go down, though. He gets caught in the open. Now it's up to Juggernaut. Juggernaut's also going to be caught in the open. Ghost is hanging back, reserving that 3 HP or however much he has.
Ramrod's kind of out of position here to assist.
How much HP does Ghost actually have? 10 HP. Almost got him. Almost got him. So close. They've only lost one member so far, and that was Digital. To the surprise attack, I guess you could say, by the T-37. But they're going to flank in, and they're going to close up this game on top of whoever is left. Ranrod. Taking 3-point attack.
Bulldogs.
Attacking from all angles. He has no chance. Can he get one more kill for his team? He can't. He goes down, and that is the sweep for NFTG. And they're going to the finals. Confirmed.
Going to the elimination.
They were already going to the finals, but they definitely are now 100% with the 4-0 or 4